My name is Ben. I've been sober from planners for the past 4 years. Just kidding. I'm a planner addict. I would say I define gratitude as being able to appreciate or just acknowledge the things in your life that you're thankful for.
You know, I think up to this point, I haven't really given much thought into what gratitude means to me. I don't have much of an answer now, but I'm hoping to really hone in on my definition of it.
So the way I define gratitude is that I see it more than just saying thank you. I believe that gratitude is an action that I believe that I need to take actively, letting people know how much I appreciate them, being able to share those moments with others because those are truly moments that help people get through the day. I see gratitude as, being able to reciprocate something for one another.
To me, gratitude is picking out the specific things in an experience that brings me joy and centering in and appreciating that.
I think gratitude is really about being content with who you are, what you have, and what you've done. I think it's more than just a mindset, it's a lifestyle. I can't say that I have embodied it as well as I'd like, so November will be a great time for me to really begin to embody gratitude, especially since it's Thanksgiving this month. I practice gratitude here and there. I would say it's not super consistent. I feel like it's just something that I do because I feel like I have to do it. There isn't necessarily a lot of thought behind it or intention behind it. It's very much going through the motions, so.
I practice gratitude sometimes, but I wouldn't say that I am actively practicing it all the time throughout the week.
I like to think I practice gratitude. I try to really make sure I'm just following up with thank yous and letting people know I appreciate it when they do something nice for me. I think that this challenge, I hope it really invites me to expand on that,
So I try to practice gratitude as much as I can every single day. And what that looks like is telling the people in my life that I've encountered just anything that really stood out to me that I appreciated of them, but also giving gratitude towards myself. I like to thank myself for at least making it through the day because every day is a challenge.
My gratitude practice is small moments of reflection. Sometimes when I'm feeling stressed or out of whack, it helps me recenter myself to just think about a few things in my day that I'm grateful for. In my monthly reflection space on my planner, I'll be making lists of things I'm grateful for.
I will be tracking the 21-day gratitude challenge in the dotted pages of my yearly passion planner. I make a lot of lists, and it makes the most sense to me to use the dotted pages in the back. I just really enjoy using them. It gives me a lot of freedom.
So I plan on tracking my next 21 days through my monthly section in my passion planner. Hopefully I'm able to look back and see my progress and appreciate the month of November.
Yeah, so the way I plan on tracking the 21 days of gratitude, currently I use the Passion Planner daily, and so I'm going to be using it.
Actually filled out day one already and just kind of like devoting a little section, but then actually beyond that, just like making sure I set aside real time, like 10 minutes in the morning to not only like think of my answers for what I'm grateful for the day, but also really think about the why. So planner and time.
The 21-day gratitude challenge was more like an 8-day gratitude challenge for me, but yeah, it is what it is. I would say it didn't go so hot, but I still learned a lot from the experience by just participating in it. So I use the dotted pages in the back of my passion planner to track it. And I actually think that's part of the reason why I wasn't as successful as I could have been, because the back pages are in the back versus using the weekly layout or the monthly layout, which I see on a regular basis. Sometimes I forget to look at the back pages, so it didn't go according to plan.
So the 21-day challenge for me started off pretty good. I felt that I had a good routine with my planner and recording my gratitudes each day in the weekly sections. But then as I got busier and busier with work, I found myself writing less and less and getting out of that routine. For the most part, I thought that it went okay. Give it a 6 out of 10.
So on paper, it was a total botch. Because the rules of the challenge were write 3 things down every day that you're grateful for. And in the beginning, I tried really hard to stick with that and, follow the rules and everything. But it kind of fell off because, I use an undated planner. And so some days I wouldn't want to make a spread. And so then it went to, oh, do I fill out a page just for the challenge? And then it got into this whole mess.
It had its challenges. Things didn't go entirely according to plan, but I still feel happy I participated, and my plan was to put it in my passion planner, but I found myself thinking about the things I was grateful for on the go and found it easier to record it in the notes app on my phone.
It went pretty smoothly. I think that it was kind of hard to keep up with it, but I made an effort every day to write either at the beginning or the end of each day what I was grateful for. Yeah, so I was pretty consistent with tracking it. I wrote the things that I was grateful for in my space of infinite possibility. Try to follow the same format, wrote the 1, 2, 3 things that I'm grateful for, and yeah, it's pretty good tracking it. There are a bunch of things that I do take for granted that I don't always show appreciation and gratitude for, and that includes people, little moments in life, things that not everybody gets to experience, and some things I just overlook. So I think it was just a very humbling experience for me. I learned that, it's important to show gratitude towards the things that, I experience in life, just because I see that I'm moving so fast, but it's always important to take time and reflect on the things that I have been able to accomplish, the things that have stepped into my life, and being aware that, if I want these things to happen again, I can repeat them, but just, overall, I'm more aware of the way I express gratitude and the things that I'm experiencing.
I found it gratifying to do things for people that weren't expecting it. It gave me a lot of joy to reach out to people I hadn't talked to or thought of or had delayed showing gratitude towards.
I feel really good, and I feel like my perspective on gratitude is really different now, and the level of attention that I give to it day to day is really elevated. So I think it was, even though on paper it might not have gone as well as I'd hoped, I think I feel really good about how I did.
I learned that writing in my planner for 21 straight days was very difficult, considering I made it to day 10. I made it a little over a week, but I would say the main thing that I learned from this challenge is, I guess, just the importance of being able to show appreciation and show gratitude towards others, being able to do that regularly, and I think just being more mindful as well.
I learned that gratitude isn't just for you, it's also for other people. It's really powerful to see the effect of what thanking another person does to them. Like, there's this sense of being useful, there's this sense of realizing that you impacted another person's life in some small but significant way. Yeah, gratitude isn't just an individual thing, it's a community thing.
I would say if you're doing a 21-day challenge in your planner, do your best to stick to a schedule. And if you don't, like I did, just be easy on yourself and don't give up and keep going.
My advice would be to use the monthly layout just because you get to see your progress over time instantly.
Main thing would be just setting aside time to write in your planner. I think that's the most important thing that I would advise.
I think my advice for someone who's trying to do a 21-day challenge through their planner is to kind of prepare and set yourself up for success with your challenge. I found myself preparing the night before my layout on how I want to express my gratitude or list the things that I'm grateful for, just so that it would be easier for me to take on the challenge the next day. Really understanding that, here's something that I want to do for this day. I want to just have as much preparation for it. Like they said, it takes 21 days to build a habit. So, if you can make other things a habit, everything else should fall into place.
My biggest piece of advice would be make the challenge your own. Even if there are parameters that you set for yourself in the beginning, or there's a specific prompt to a challenge, If you have a goal and you set out to do something, and by the end of it, you feel like you've done that and you feel good and you feel different, then you did it right. Like, it doesn't matter what it looks like on paper.